Welcome back. Today we are going to be showcasing Lucy's sequences and simplifying the descriptions for easier understanding. I will also compare them side by side so that you can gauge for yourself if you do decide to get extra copies of Lucy. Let's get straight into it, starting with S1. Gain immune interruption in normal resonance skills and heavy attack. Increase attack by 20% for 14 seconds after intro. When a marked target from Lucy's ultimate is defeated by an ally, record and reapply all modules except 1 and 4 to all targets in a 10-meter range. The damage difference between S0 versus S1 isn't going to be that big. I don't really suggest going for S1 unless you're planning to invest in Lucy even further and headed towards S2 or S3, because S3 is the biggest turning point for Lucy, and you will see that in the later showcase of this video. Alright, it's time for the moment of truth. We're going to see the damage difference versus S0 versus S1 ultimate. So we have 823k versus 871k damage ultimate. Skipping straight to the finale so that we can go over the next sequences. Moving on to sequence 2, both her ultimates grant 32 points instead of the usual 24, which allows her to cast all of her modules during her ultimate. Applies all ultimate modules except 1 and 4 to targets after normal skill 2 and deal damage. The damage from the second enhanced heavy attack during the red forte is increased from 270% to 560%. Sequence 2 is going to be a so-so okay upgrade. We're going to see a little bit of a faster clear time versus S1 versus S2. As for sequence 3, increase the damage multiplier by 50% and crit damage by 100% for normal and enhanced ultimate. Increase the damage multiplier of module 5 and the hack response by 65%. Now if you want to aim for Lucy dupes, S3 is definitely going to be that stopping point that's really going to give you money for your value. Unless you manage to be super lucky and manage to pull extra copies of Lucy to get her all the way to S3, then you are so lucky, because the damage shifts between S2 versus S3 is going to be huge. Then we have the filler sequences. Usually sequence 4 and sequence 5 aren't that much of a huge difference. So sequence 4, gain 20% all attribute damage bonus for 20 seconds after an ally inflicts Tune Hack. Increase the max stack of her damage nullify skill to 2, enhances this so when Lucy drops below 50% HP, she gains 1 stack of damage nullify. When Lucy nullifies an attack, gain a shield equal to 150% of her attack for 10 seconds. Lastly, we have sequence 6. Targets with Tune Hack inflicted take 40% increased heavy attack damage and 60% increased hack damage from Lucy. Also increases the stagnation duration from 1 to 1.5 seconds. We will see a huge damage multiplier on her ultimate damage from this sequence 6. Now, if you really want to wail out on Lucy and just go extremely crazy S6R5, you're gonna do an insane amounts of ultimate damage at the end of this showcase. Obtaining weapon dupes for Lucy's weapon is actually insanely powerful, but is it something that you should do? Probably not, unless you really love Cyberpunk Edgerunners and just want to invest in Lucy even further. As always, as a word of warning, be mindful of your spending and over-investing in characters in Wuthering Waves or the Cyberpunk Edgerunners collab, because there are always characters that's going to be better and better every time as we go further in the patches and deeper into the wuwa story or future collaborations. So tell me now, are you guys going to be investing in Lucy or Rebecca even further than S0R1, or are you just going to be completely free to play and just do S0R0? Alright, I hope you enjoyed this sequence showcase video. If you found it helpful, please don't forget to like, share with your friends, subscribe, and all that shenanigans. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.